Something in the woods is calling my name. I had moved to lovely Brukertown, New Hampshire. It's about an hour from everywhere. As I followed the U-Hauls to my new lair, I noticed how desolate and alone the highway felt. Was I even on the highway anymore? I had not seen a car besides the truck in at least 20 minutes. I was zipping by giant foliage, trees as green as the Jolly Green's pecker. Occasionally there would be a dirt road, or a rundown driveway sprinkled into it, but mostly I was surrounded by a massive forest. If I don't sound thrilled about this move, it's because I wasn't. My brother had recently passed away, and I was now the only one able to take care of our ailing grandfather. Grandpappy had lived in Concord all his life, up till his eyesight started to fail. We decided to relocate him a nursing home before he accidentally ran a kid over. He flat out refused, and somehow managed to relocate himself to this middle-of-nowhere hillbilly town. My brother lived an hour away at the time and decided to move in with the old fart, keep an eye on him. This was 5 years ago. I had not heard from him since. We were never really that close, so it's no real surprise, but when I finally got word of him, that he was dead, I admit my heart sank. So many things I should have said but didn't. I was also surprised to learn my now 92-year-old grandfather was alive and kicking. He had requested that after the funeral, I come down and spend some quality time with him. I knew what this really entailed. I had read my brother's will after all. So, I quit my job and moved to fantastic Brukertown. God, what an awful name. Eventually, I limped into sight of my grandfather's cabin. It looked like something out of R.L. Stine. It was at least 3 stories, a chipped red paint stained the exterior of the house. The front porch was rotten, barely held up by 3 cinder block support beams. There was even an old-fashioned weather vane on top of the roof. The perfect little lighting rod in the shape of a rooster. I was awestruck at the state of this firetrap. My brother lived here for 5 years. Richie was always the sort of man to live well above his means, and he settled for this crap shack. Pappy Roberts must have brainwashed him, that must be it, I thought to myself. I parked just behind the U-Hauls and exited my car, wad of 20s in my hand. The moving guys had already begun to move boxes out and into the house. I could hear yelling with a suspicious southern drawl coming from in the house. The voice was threatening to blast the intruders with his bazooka. At the time, my grandfather's impossibly Cajun accent was the strangest thing about him. I had no idea why he put it on, he had lived in the North all his life. We were Italian, for God's sake. In any case, the movers were ignoring the incredulous bastard. Probably dealt with things like that all the time. I saw the driver smoking a cig up near the truck and rushed over to shake his haw.